Welcome back to Luxury Auto 1, the channel where we bring you the biggest stories, the most shocking confrontations, and the behind-the-scenes drama that everyone is talking about. From the world of royalty to Hollywood celebrities and television icons, we dive deep into the moments that leave audiences stunned and conversations burning across the globe. Today, we uncover the fiery live television clash between Prince Harry and Sunny Hostin that had viewers glued to their screens and social media erupting with debates. The stage was set on the bright weekday morning. Prince Harry had been booked as a high-profile guest for a segment that was expected to be friendly yet insightful. His memoir had already stirred controversy. His television interviews across the United States had been watched by millions, and his outspoken criticism of the British royal family continued to dominate headlines. But this particular morning, Harry faced a different type of host, one who was not afraid to challenge him directly. Sunny Hostin, known for her sharp commentary and unfiltered honesty, was ready to ask the questions others had only hinted at. The live studio audience was buzzing with anticipation. The cameras rolled, the lights gleamed, and Harry walked onto the stage with his signature blend of charm and guarded confidence. He was dressed casually, his smile warm, but his eyes carrying the weight of someone who had long been under the microscope of the press. Sunny greeted him with polite applause, but there was an unmistakable edge in her tone from the very first moment. "Welcome, Prince Harry," she said, her voice clear and firm. "You've been on quite the media tour lately, speaking out about your family, your struggles, and your new life. But today, I want to get straight to the heart of it. Many people think you've gone too far. Do you believe you're helping the situation, or are you making things worse?" Harry paused, taken aback slightly by the bluntness of the opening question. He expected a gradual warm-up, maybe a discussion about his charitable efforts or his projects with veterans. Instead, Sunny went straight for the most sensitive topic. "I don't see it as making things worse," Harry replied carefully. "For me, it's about telling my truth. I grew up in an institution that didn't allow for vulnerability, for speaking out about pain. I'm not attacking my family, I'm speaking about my experience. And I believe sharing that can help others who have suffered in silence." Sunny leaned forward, narrowing her eyes. "But don't you think there's a difference between telling your story and publicly criticizing your father, your brother, and the very institution that gave you privilege and security? Critics say you've profited from exposing private family matters. What do you say to those people?" The tension thickened. The audience shifted in their seats. Harry's jaw tightened. "I've never denied my privilege," he said. "But privilege doesn't erase pain. It doesn't erase trauma. If anything, it can make you feel trapped in a gilded cage. The reality is, I lost my mother to a system that protected the crown at all costs. I won't apologize for trying to break that cycle." Sunny's voice grew sharper. "With all due respect, Harry, your mother was beloved by the world, and people still mourn her loss. But she also maintained grace, dignity, and compassion without tearing down the monarchy in the way you have. Isn't it possible to honor her legacy without burning every bridge behind you?" The crowd gasped softly. The confrontation had escalated. Harry straightened in his chair, his expression firm, his voice rising slightly. "My mother was chased by the press until her final moments," Harry said. "Grace and compassion didn't protect her. Silence didn't protect her. I refuse to remain silent, because silence in my family has been deadly." The studio air was heavy with silence. Sunny didn't back down. She pressed harder, her words cutting like a blade. "And yet, Harry, you chose to step into the spotlight again and again. You left the UK for privacy, yet you've sat for interviews, signed book deals, and filmed docuseries. How do you reconcile saying you want peace while constantly putting your story out there for profit? Isn't that contradictory?" Harry leaned forward now, his voice intense, almost trembling with frustration. "I want peace, but peace doesn't come from silence. Peace comes from accountability. Yes, I've spoken out. Yes, I've written a book. But that's because if I don't, the tabloids will continue to twist my story. I'd rather tell my truth than let others define me. Sunny raised a hand, her expression unyielding. But Harry, accountability isn't one-sided. If you're asking for accountability from your family and the press, shouldn't you also hold yourself accountable? You've hurt people too, haven't you? Your words have caused pain, whether you intended them or not. Harry blinked, momentarily stunned. It was a point he had rarely been confronted with so directly. His hands fidgeted, his composure slipping. Yeah, broken bar. I suppose no one's perfect. I can't claim I haven't hurt anyone,